start, let's gather our supplies. We'll be using a nice big sheet of paper. If it's on the thinner side, I would tape it down since we're going to be using a lot of water today in our practice. We'll also need a flat brush for our washes and a decent size round brush, maybe 6 or 8. Grab a jar of clean water and 1 oil pastel if you have it, or a crayon would work as well. If you don't have either of those, don't sweat it. Just use watercolor in that first part. This is a renewal practice, so come to your seat. You can sit crisscross or let your feet land on the floor. Soften your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. So today we're going to be preparing the soil and planting a seed for this next season of our lives. Maybe this is around birthday time or New Year's. Really, any moment you can decide is your next phase. So this practice is to help support that feeling. So to start, pick up your crayon or pastel and draw a big circle on your page, as big and beautiful as you can possibly fit on your piece of paper. And as you draw this circle, you can go around a few times and just think about how you are preparing your page and preparing your soil for this seed that you're about to plant. Maybe you start to think about each area of your life, your relationship with yourself, maybe a partner, family, job, finances. Notice if one of those areas really speak a little louder and is where you want to focus today as we draw this circle and carve out some space. We're going to start with a watercolor wash on the outside of our circle. But first, before we do anything on the paper, I want you to take a minute again to just relax your shoulders, take a deep breath, and think about what you'd like to let go of as you step into this new season of life. Think about what isn't serving you in this moment and that you'd like to detach from. You don't have to throw it away. You don't have to never see it again. It could still be there, something like self-doubt when talking about your job and what you do, or perfectionism in keeping the house clean and doing everything, getting dinner on the table at a certain time. What are some things that you can detach from that may still show up in your life? That's okay, but you don't need to cling to so tightly. So we're going to move into this next action, kind of thinking about that idea. So as you continue to let your thoughts sit on what you want to let go of, we'll pick up our flat brush, soak up some water with it, and then lay down just some clean, clear water only on the outside of our circle. And then still keeping in mind what you'd like to let go of what isn't serving you in this moment to move forward. Go ahead and pick up whatever color you'd like to use and drop that on the outside of your page. You can start just by dropping the color in, bringing something to mind, watching the color bloom and bleed through the water. Maybe even reinforcing that boundary that you've created with your crayon by continuing the circle spiraling out around and around. When you're done with that, taking a deep breath in and out, we're going to move to the inside of our circle and what we want to sow or plant. But first, I want you just to take a moment and listen to this question. What am I welcoming into this phase of life? What am I welcoming into this phase of life? And with that, you can again pick up your flat brush first and lay down clean water inside the circle. And when you're ready, you can pick up any color and drop that inside the circle as well. As you watch it bloom and soften, think of everything you would like to invite into your life. You can choose multiple colors. They can be the same or different than what was outside your circle. Letting yourself play, letting yourself explore this medium, and also explore what you need to move forward in this phase of life. Stop here once you've filled the inside of your circle, or as the paint starts to dry, you can go back into each section with your watercolor, or sometimes I even like to journal or write, doodle over these abstract pieces if you have the time. If you'd like to learn more, just look at the description below. I'll put a link to my favorite supplies and the ultimate guide to watercolor supplies and another video you may like. I hope you enjoyed this video of painting calm, and hopefully I'll see you next time.